Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in this beautiful nation, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you right now is a special report, a supercut, that I've put together. Apparently, CNN has been telling us the whole time. Ice water straight on the Kamala Harris campaign, bit by bit, in little crumbs and pieces. Well, now we have assembled all of them, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of this supercut that we put together. Part 1 and Part 2 both launched today. Send this stuff out, guys, because the reason we pay such close attention to the little tiny nuance changes is because that is where all the party's at. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. And whether you are watching Part 1 or Part 2, please share this with everyone that you know. And who made it possible is SDI, Sonoran Desert Institute. I know a lot of you guys like to upgrade and modify your own guns at home. Why not turn it into a career? It's a hobby you love. Why would you not want to have a career you love and make money doing it? Everything's done from your house, shipped directly to your door. They have woodworking, gunsmithing, ballistics, shooting sports management, drone courses. They've got all sorts of stuff. It's linked right down in the description box below. And again, sent directly to your house, no matter where you are. Guys, this is something, at least look into it. It's linked. Thank you to them for making this possible. Now, all right, so as we mentioned in the prior video, the first supercut, it's all about the 50% candidate. That is what Kamala Harris has potential to go down in history as a 50% candidate, okay? You got approval rating or the direction of the country at 28%. That's pretty bad, right around the average of 25 if you saw that first video. If you didn't, go back and watch it. The second one, the 18 to 29 demographics in the swing state of Michigan, 50% of Biden's support. The union households, 50% of Biden's support. Below Hillary Clinton across the board in all of these demographics. Guys, you're witnessing something truly remarkable. All right, now let's continue on the supercut because I couldn't get it all into one video. Let's go to this next one. We're going back to Harry Enten. Remember all the things that I just mentioned in that first video. Let's hit the second one.
Is one of the most fascinating dynamics throughout this presidential campaign. We have spoken about Kamala Harris's popularity and how it has taken off, right? So this is the net favorability rating. And look, Harris is more popular than Donald Trump, right? If we're looking across an average of polls, Harris's net favorability is plus 1 point in positive territory. Donald Trump is still in negative territory when it comes to his net favorability at minus 9 points. You'd look at this and you'd say to yourself, oh, Kamala Harris should be well ahead in this race. But that CNN poll out yesterday had Harris up by just a point. The Quinnipiac University poll that was out yesterday showed something very similar. So the bottom line here is that Kamala Harris is in positive territory. She's clearly better liked by Donald Trump, but yet we have a very close horse race on our hands.
So popularity can mean different things.
Yes. All right. So Donald Trump, personally, not very beloved, right? This is something we've heard from a lot of his supporters that maybe they don't love him personally, but they like the job that he did as president. So we talk about popularity. We're often talking about favorability ratings, but how about approval ratings? How about approval ratings thinking that he did a good job in his presidency?
I think people confuse that often.
I think people confuse it very.
All right, so the really important piece here is even though people don't like Trump personally as much, he's at 51% for a presidency that was success. Biden's at 37%. Partner that again, Harris is with him. Partner that again with the direction of the country, 28%. Demographics suffering in the union and as well as the younger demographic, 18-29. Guys, you're seeing something that we've never seen before. That's why I'm doing these supercuts, because now we have enough data to start to go, wow, this is an interesting pattern. Let me continue.
Look at this. Think his presidency was a success. Donald Trump, 51%, the majority think his presidency was a success, despite his personal popularity being meh. Look at this for Joe Biden, way down at 37%. I think that this is a real drag on Kamala Harris despite her own personal popularity, while Donald Trump, with thinking his presidency is a success, I think the net favorability ratings don't actually get into the fact that there are a lot of folks who like the job he did as president, but don't necessarily like him personally.
Okay, Joe Biden no longer on the ballot, but what does history show about his unpopularity and the impact it can have?
Exactly. So take a look here. There's only 3 examples going back. The successor was the successor of the same party when the net approval rating was negative at this point in the cycle, right?
All right. So I went through all those to show you a very important point. Remember in the first supercut that I said where they're at 28% and the average of losers of a direction of the country was 25%? Well, now this is the approval. This is historical references from going back to 1950. If the approval rating is in the toilet, does the administration's next incumbency basically hurt the next person? Yeah, it does. Every single time. Every single time. All right? Now, let me go to the next one. Again, the data that we're getting here, guys, this is important. Remember where we've been. Let me show you what CNN said in this case.
One of the things that we should note, and I don't know if we can show this number, I want to put this up on screen. Latino voters have moved away from Harris in Arizona. If you believe this New York Times poll, her lead has shrunk by 11 points in that voting bloc. She was at 60% in August, now 49% now. One of the things that we should note.
Okay, so Hispanics are dropping. Okay, guys, are you keeping track? You got the approval rating, low. You got the direction of the country, loser level. You've got 18 to 29 voting demographic, tied, 50% reduction. Union household, 50% reduction. You've got Latinos losing at 11%. Guys, are you seeing? This is why. That's why I'm putting this together for you. I'm showing you why they're freaking out. You have a golden opportunity. Let me go to the next one. Again, all of this stuff all stacks together. And this is the young voters and voter registration. Again, this is going back all the way into September. Listen to this.
And that is the underperformance that both Joe Biden and now even Kamala Harris has among young voters. All right, so this is the Democrat versus Trump margin among voters age 18 to 29 or under the age of 30. You go back 4 years ago at this point. Look, Joe Biden had a 28-point advantage. A 28-point advantage over Donald Trump. Now, you look when Joe Biden dropped out of the race, he was up by just 7 points. Now, Kamala Harris has improved on Joe Biden's standing, but look at this. She's only up by 15 points. That is significantly less than Joe Biden was up at this point among the youngest voters in our electorate. It's only about half the margin that Joe Biden was pulling in. So Kamala Harris will absolutely welcome in the support of Taylor Swift if she can move young voters at all, because the bottom line is Kamala Harris is, in fact, not doing as well among young voters as you might expect a Democrat to necessarily be doing based upon history.
All right. Again, guys, this isn't Michigan. The one in the first supercut was Michigan. This is nationally. 18 to 29 is a key demographic, as I've said in this video when I covered this originally. She's again at 50% of Biden in 2020. Do you understand the patterns? And that's why I'm putting all of this together. In summation, you have right track, wrong track, loser level. You have union support, 50%. You have 18 to 29 in Michigan, 50% down. You have Latino, 11% down. You have incumbency and Biden approval ratings suffering, and no one's won since 1950 with these levels. Then you have the Hispanics going down 11%. Then you have the voter support from 18 to 29 nationally at 50%. She's going to be known as the 50% Democratic candidate. Guys, I'm just saying, this is the reason you're seeing everything you're seeing in the polls now. With 3 weeks till Election Day, you're seeing them freak out. You're seeing them trot out presidents. You're seeing them put every single thing they possibly can on the wall. $1 billion, and they're still not breaking through this because all the things that I just showed you that have been culminating in the last 2 months. And I hope this was helpful and you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.